the people that did not vote for him, I mean the electorate, were actually more than the people that voted for APC and Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu.
That's true.
And yet he became the president of their country. A very humbling result. And that result has a lot of permutation and meaning.
Hello, my great and wonderful people. How on a day today? I hope all of on a day well. Everywhere don't sour. Yes, the video when we say you just watch small when we say we start this broadcast. Now the Ooni of Ife. Now he come outside, can issue his own statement concerning the result of Bola Tinibu, the one when we say they call the president-elect. Although I will leave you to hear the statement when we say it come from the Ooni of Ife. This one a traditional leader of Yoruba land, which is southwest. Now he come outside, so they make this very speech. I wish Bola Tinibu get sense and APC they get sense. They're supposed to come outside openly to tell Nigerians we are very sorry. They're supposed to apologize to Nigerians and return the mandate to the person when it truly belongs to. All right, let we just reserve our comments. First of all, leave you to hear everything from the mouth of the Ooni of Ife, a traditional leader from the southeastern region of this country, where Bola Tinibu for come aside. All right.
A very humbling result. A very, very humbling result. And what do I mean? The people that did not vote for him, I mean the electorate, were actually more than the people that voted for APC and Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu.
That's true.
And yet he became the president of their country. A very humbling result. And that result has a lot of permutation and meaning. It takes the deep to understand how can you go into a competition and the people that voted against you combined together were more than the people that voted you to become the president of the country. So that's a very
all right, I believe say you don't hear that message from the Ooni of Ife. A very short message and very precise. Yes, it takes only understanding for men to design how it be say you will take go for a battlefield, say you not fight, you win the race. All right, no problem. The journey is still there far. But we understand, in as much as both the living and the dead understand, say Bola Tinibu not qualified by personality and also by credibility and the zeal or will of Nigerians to be for that very position. Say they impose themselves upon us. I not see where when it be say the land will take help Bola Tinibu and even APC or the day or the night. They know if he help them, they know if he rescue them. For this very one, we don't thank God now, say, both the dignitaries and even ordinary Nigerians, as they call us, all of us stand on our toes to challenge these people. Definitely, they not get choice than to return the mandate of Nigerians to us. All right, I'll leave you share your own opinion with us in the comment section, even as I take you down to this other video. Welcome back.
This is Bakassi local government. This is Bakassi local government. We were supposed to conduct election in the Riverine. And we went there. The machine that was programmed was for yesterday. They did not do a new programming for today. And what we were told, they can't use it. But some persons came from Albana Ward with beavers. With beavers and papers, and they have done election. We don't know where it's from. And it was just one party that was there. One party, APC, no PDP, no Labour Party. Please, we want to know why. Please, they don't rig election. We need help. This is in Cross River State, Bakassi local government. Bakassi local government. Bakassi local government. Bakassi local government, Cross River State.
All right, I believe say you don't see everything. Waiting the first video they talk about when they say we receive from the Ooni of Ife. I believe say you don't see the evidence because as we they talk, we they try as much as possible to give you evidence for hand. Not be the residents of this very community, not be the cry out so. If now waiting they buy into, you will tell me say they will come outside like this. You say you want conduct election. Only one party na in day for the community. And not be even say only one party day. You tell them say they will conduct election. You not give them beavers, you not give them anything. You go ahead to tomprint on their behalf. According to what you hear right now, they tomprint on their behalf. Now here they hear say they don't conclude election. Their eye not see paper, they not see anything. They prepare, they wait. They not see anything. Share it clear. All right. Well, if you share your own opinion with us in the comment section, I wonder how it be say these people, honestly, if this matter, in as much as they draw all of us enter courts, say na court will settle this matter, if truly these few people override the will of Nigeria, even for the Supreme Court of Nigeria, as they do for the era of election, then we'll know, say, this country, now something will be say all of us need to abandon for these few people, make they carry. Make they live, make they occupy with their children and grandchildren. Make we abandon her for them. Yes. All right. I'll leave you. Share your own opinion with us in the comment section, even as I take you down to this other video. I'll come back.
My fellow Nigerians, if you're pained or you feel raped like I do, I understand. Let me try and express myself the way I normally do. Because I know, say, if I no talk for this matter, I no go happy. The current situation in Nigeria is worrisome, and I swear it needs to be tackled with swift urgency. The impunity where I see with my kro eyes during the collation of the results, it dey put my belly. Sote, some army, police, governor, thugs, were all involved in this mad dance of shame. It is quite unfortunate that we've lost every sense of reasoning. Don't care what we put the masses through with our fake democratic disposition. What a shame. How did we even get here? Why is it that some people feel like they own Nigeria above any other Nigerian? Why do they rub this impunity in our faces as if to say to ordinary Nigerians, you can't do nothing? We don't even think anymore. If not, we would have thought of what this can do to the stability of this country. This is arguably one of the most expensive elections of all times across Africa. Millions of taxpayers' money don't go down the drain yet. Then still one hijack the process and deny the people of their mandate. Haven't people suffered enough? I hereby call on the INEC chairman to do the right thing for the sake of prosperity, so that history can be kind to you. On behalf of the Nigerian youth, and those who still believe that a new Nigeria is possible, to outrightly reject this bogus result collected so far, to do the right thing and cancel this massively rigged election so we can salvage what's left of a broken country. If INEC fails to do this, the consequences of denying the people's mandate will be on their head. Because quite frankly, our mumu don't do us. Power belongs to the people, not the criminal few. This is the time when the exceptional Nigerian youths must come together to take responsibility of their future and their space. My brothers and sisters, fellow frustrated Nigerians, my own advice be say, make we fit save our only country from this sham. Enough is enough.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe say you don't listen to that very one. You just imagine every corner of this country, Nigeria today, who you don't see, both the big, the small, the least, any area at all. When you say you don't see, say it dey happy, say these people, they do wetin they do so. Apart from those people, when you say yes, they plan this crook together. This shenanigan, when it be say they know how it be say they take cultivate am to prosper their own pockets. The only person when be say I don't see throughout these very days when they take announce this election to this very day for internet, now only this Desmond idiot, I don't know what I want call am. We know this actor for Lagos State. Now I see say only one gather few people, they jubilate, carry one flag, they happy up and down. Apart from that very one, I not see anybody. I not see. From the east, north, south, west, south, south, I not see anybody. When they be say they happy, say I'm a Bola Tinibu, now he be president-elect. God no say I'm a Bola Tinibu, they not elect him. Devil himself no say no be evil push I'm a Bola Tinibu reach there. We understand? All right. I'll quickly take you down to this last video. We'll come back.
I voted for Peter Obi. But you see, I didn't jump that queue for Peter Obi. I didn't smuggle anybody into the polling booth for Peter Obi. I didn't brandish a knife or threaten anybody in my polling unit for Peter Obi. I did not snatch a ballot box, stuff a ballot box, break a ballot box for Peter Obi. I did not bribe anybody to change results for Peter Obi. I did not steal. I did not kill for Peter Obi. What I did for my candidate was stand in line. From 8 in the morning on Saturday till 8 in the morning on Sunday. And when the sun got too hot and I thought of going back home, I remembered shot to death on the train to Kaduna. And I stood. And when the heavens opened and poured down rain, and I thought of running to find shelter, I remembered. Stuck at home because of ASU strike. And I stood. Through my hunger, through my thirst, through my worry about whether the children I left at home were fine. I stood. Because what I wanted to give my candidate, what I ended up putting in that box, was not a piece of paper. What I ended up putting in that box was my hope for a country where young people would not be so disillusioned by the actions of their own parents, of their own leaders, that they will be willing to risk crossing the Sahara Desert on foot just to escape. That was what I put in that box. That was what my presiding officer refused to upload. The future of that young boy who stood with me, who stood with us through the night, counting those votes. He was a first-time voter, pregnant with hope. But somewhere between our polling unit and the collation center, that boy's future was ambushed by a politician. A politician who used biro to cross out that boy's destiny. A politician who found where that boy had written hope and wrote over it new words, hopeless. Yes. It is a terrible thing, I tell you. When a Nigerian is kidnapped on their way to Zamfara or Makodi or Enugu. But it is infinitely worse when Nigeria herself is kidnapped on the way to the collation center. My brother, my sister, it is not Nigeria that has her foot on your neck. It is not the Fulani or the Igbo, the Christian or the Muslim that has wrapped their finger around your neck and is squeezing the civic life out of you. It is not Yoruba people who don't give a damn whether you eat, whether you have a decent house to sleep in, whether you're able to find a job 5 years after graduating. It is not North or South that spends 8 years to build one bridge or to fix one pothole in the middle of the road. I tell you, my brother, my sister, it is that politician who is willing to kill, who is willing to steal to stay in office. That is your enemy. But like the serially abused, many of you have fallen in love with your kidnappers. And you admire the swagger of those who steal destiny. You admire the confidence of those who use the future of the Almajiri to fuel their cars. But not me. Me, I would rather be a gate-man in heaven than a king in hell. Me, my heart will always be there, standing in line with that young boy, waiting patiently for that day when our hopes will count. Mahmoud Yakubu, count our hope. For it is bearable, it is honorable to lose in a contest that is fair. But nobody who steals political power will use it for good. Mahmoud Yakubu, count our vote.
I believe say you listen to this video. As I dey listen to this very man, tears, it not only dey roll for my eye, they roll for my heart. And it can't come to the world, say, these politicians, as in their soul belongs to the devil. They don't get reverse jar for their hearts or their decision. And it pay us so much, say, now out of our pain, now in these people for the derive joy. And after all these reactions from Nigerians, these people, they will get that confidence, enter bar, take a cool chill drink, relax, and say it is well. It not dey well with you, it not dey well with your children, it not dey well with your family, it not dey well. In as much as you deliberately put Nigerians through all this trauma, and you vow to say Nigerians no will ever see joy in all that they put their heart to do, which they know too well, say is a good thing for them to do. You say it will be well with you, well with your home, well with your family. No, even the land will revolt against you. The day will revolt against you. The nights will revolt against you. Believe this very word. It might not come quickly, but definitely, although it tarry, surely it will come to pass. We rest our case here. Share your own opinion with us in the comment section, even as we draw the line here. We will see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.